All right, well, we're going to continue the adventure with another puzzle during theme week, the irregular theme week. You may notice I am not Rangsk, as seems to happen about every 100 puzzles or so, or maybe exactly every 100 puzzles, because Rangsk does the 100th puzzle. He creates the puzzle, and so I am the replacement beard to solve the puzzle today. And because Rangsk made the puzzle, it wouldn't be very interesting for him to solve it. So there you go. I'm Scott Strosahl. If you're not familiar with me, I do have my own channel where I solve lots of puzzles. Rank's going to leave a link to that in the description because he has to, because I said that. But the rules today are irregular 6x6 Sudoku rules. So we're placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once in every row, every column, and every bold outlined region. Like this is a region. This is this is a region. There's one right here in the middle that looks like the normal shape. This one's a region, and so we have that's the irregular part of it. We have arrows. These are standard arrows, so they're circles with attached arrows, and the digit in the circle is equal to the sum of the digits on the attached arrows. So, for example, the yellow would equal the sum of the two reds there. And that is all the rules. Link in the description where you can try this yourself, and I'm going to give it a shot right now. So one of the things that I like to do on an irregular, especially when there's not much else to go off of to start. So these arrows are not very restrictive. They're all 2-cell arrows, which is not going to tell us much. You could have something as small as 3 on a circle, right? So the thing to look at is which cells can you place in another region, basically. And the one that I noticed right away is this region here, because we know these 4 are in the yellow region, right? But they're also all in this first column. And so these 2 cells have to be different from those 4, right? These are, the yellow are going to be 1 through 6, but this column is going to be the digits 1 to 6. So these 2 have to be the same as these 2. So, and because of the arrow, because these 2 summed that, it's not possible for these 2 cells to be the same digit. Therefore, this yellow, let's get rid of that one, this yellow has to be down there. And then, as a result of that, this red has to be up there. So I'm going to color those. We know those are the same. Now, where else can we get? We've also got, this region is an interesting one compared to the yellow. Oh, and my robot vacuum is about to make some noise, so I'm going to pause for 3 seconds. Sorry about that. It has terrible timing. But at any rate, this yellow, in this region, where can we put the yellow? We can't put it there or here. There are 2 options there. I'm just wondering if we can, locate the yellows and the reds elsewhere. I'm going to just remember that for right now. Let's think about this some more. Also over here, the yellows are up there. Or no, this is the same region. The yellows, in this region, so it's here. Oh, yellow. Is that helpful? Maybe we need to look at the reds instead. Red. Okay, so we have the same thing as the yellow. The yellow up here puts here, but the red's better. Because in this region, where can you put the red? Well, the red can't be the yellow. It can't be here in the same row. It can't be in the same column as the red, but this cell. So from this arrow up here, we know the yellow is smaller than the red, right? Because yellow plus something is going to equal red. So, and this can't be negative. So yellow is smaller than red. Therefore, the red cannot be on an arrow with the yellow as the sum, because that would mean the red is smaller than the yellow, and it can't be both ways. So this one is actually red, which puts a red over here, because in this region, these 2 reds rule out all of those. So one of those is going to be red, which means it's in here. In this region, okay, we've got a similar kind of thing here. So the red can't be in either of those, but it can't be on the arrow, because again, red plus something can't equal red, because you can't add 0. So it can't be any of these. So it's one of these 2, which means it's not there. So this is red. And okay, now this region. Yep. So we're going to get all the reds. So in this region, you can't have the red here because it's the same row. You can't have it here because it's the same row as one of those 2. We don't know which one yet. It also can't be either of these because they're in the same column. And it can't be this top one because of that red. So that one is red. And now, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which region do we not have a red? Which region did I miss? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, we've got all of them. We've got all of them. Oh, right here. This red means it can't be right there. Oh, duh. We had that a while ago. Okay, so that's the red. So we've got all the reds. I don't know if that's helpful, but we've got all the reds. Can we get all the yellows? The yellows. So we know it's up here. Okay, so let's just, I gotta get the right colors. So then on this region, so we know it's not in either of these rows. So one of these is yellow. So in this region, it can't be down here. It can't be here. So it's one of these two. And then this region in here, it can't be here. But it can be on the arrow. So it's one of these. But it's one of these three. Okay, that's the thing to look at. So this region here, the yellow is in the third or fourth row. I mean, that's true of everything in that region. But in this region here, the yellow is in the third or fourth row. Therefore, the two yellows, the one in row 3 and the yellow one in row 4, that's two yellows, are both taken up by these two regions. We cannot put a yellow right there. This is yellow. Okay, I think that's the key thing. This is yellow. That's what we needed to see, because now we've got the double arrow down here. I think that's going to be helpful. So I said before that these could be as small as 3, because you could put 1 and 2 on an arrow and get a 3. But if the yellow was 3, you'd have 1, 2, 1, 2. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. So this can't be 3. It also can't be 4, because the only way to make 4 into is 1, 3, and you'd have 1, 3 twice. So this is 5 or 6, and we know the yellow is smaller than the red, so it can't be 6. So the yellows are 5, which then means the reds are 6. This is a 1. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that, because I think we kind of already know that anyways. So this 6 is 1, 5 or 2, 4. Now so the 5 is up here. So the 5 is here. And, but the 5 can be, I'm just wondering if we can figure out 1, 5, the 1, 5, the 1, 5. Yes, the 1, the 1 doesn't have the same, well, okay, it does. The 1 doesn't have quite the same restriction as the 5, but we know it can't be here. So the 1 is up here. Let's just write that in. The 1 is here, the 5 is here. So now in this region, where can you put the 1 and the 5? They can't be at the top. They also can't be here. These are a 1, 5, These are a 1, 5 pair, which puts the 1, it doesn't put the 1 there necessarily. It could be here. But this 1, 5 means this can't be 1, 5. It has to be 2, 4. And this isn't 5, so this is 5, 1, 5. So the 1 is not here. The 1 is down here in this region, which means this is 4. These are 2, 3. These are 2, 3. These are 1, 3, and that can't be the 1, so it's 3, 1, which gives us the 2 and the 3 and the 2 and the 3. Very nice. These are 1 and 4, which leaves 2 for the row. These are 3 and 4, and that 3 gives us the order. Also, the 2, 4 would give us the order. This isn't 1 anymore. This isn't, so this is 5 and 1. We've got a 4 for the column, 2 and a 3 for the row, which have to be in that order because of that. The 1 up here is going to give us the 4 and the 1, and that'll give us the 4 and the 2. And we've got 5. Oh, nope, not 5. We've got 2 for the column. There's a 5 right there. We've got a 3 for the column, and the final digit is a 4. There we go. Very nice. Okay, well, cool. I like how we got the yellow. We were able to get all the reds and enough of the yellows that we could work out that this had to be 5, because the 2 arrows restricted it for the 3 and the 4, and the yellow being smaller than the red meant it had to be 5. Very cool. And then the 1, 5 thing, these forcing the 1, 5 there, which meant you couldn't do a 1, 5 on the arrow. Very cool. Very interesting. A little bit tricky, but not too bad. So let us know in the comments how your solve went, and Rangsk should be back tomorrow with another adventure.